So welcome back to the channel. If you're new, welcome in. If you are returning, thank you so much. Glad to have you back. It means a lot. Make sure you guys are clicking the little notification bell and subscribing, liking, interacting with the channel, sharing it. We want to continue to get messages out. I do appreciate your time. I appreciate the energy exchange. Those of you that have donated to the channel, I'm just grateful. We are growing. I love this. Let's just keep that momentum, right? You know, like all of us are ready. We're ready to just continue plowing through. We're continuing to put one foot in front of the other. We are trusting in our faith. And kind of in a wait and see energy, like we just trust that whatever is going down for our higher selves, you know, best interest. Like it's never happening to us. It generally happens for us, right? So there's just a lot of judgment in the energy. And how I know that is I feel lighter. Like the psychic field is lighter to me. Or it's not that it's lighter, it's just like, oh, that, you know, that's not my circus. Those aren't my monkeys. I can see right through that, and it's not even entertaining. I don't even entertain it. So it's getting easier to just observe instead of absorbing energies. Not to say that there aren't a few like hurdles, right? But you guys, I feel sorry. And I know, like Spirit tells me all the time, don't feel bad. You can't feel bad because they were warned and they chose to not heed the warning, right? But I can't not read the energy that comes out, okay? And I'm not a cold-hearted snake. I'm not. And there are people that have gotten away with red rums, whether it be ending jobs, ending abundance, ending existence, that are now really under the GUN, if you know what I mean. And it's happening on all fronts, right? So there's no shield from this anymore. That's what I feel like. You know, the veil is so thin. There's so many people that are allowing themselves to remember their divinity, the divine grace that they came here with. That was never factored. That was like a never factored in, okay? In fact, I can see in my mind's eye like rushed and hurried meetings to perform a silly BS ritual. Like I can see I'm getting a lot of like satanic ritual abuse, okay? It's just, first of all, like it's not good in general, but then it's really not good when you do that, okay? It's like they're hurrying up, like swift movement or swift meetings to plan and, enact something. But it's not even leaving the room that they're doing it. It's not working. There's a lot of death energy. I hate to say it. It's not just endings. It's not just endings and transformations and rebirth. And I like to look at the death card that way. So I was guided to actually use my crime deck again, or my dirty dollar deck, I guess I should say. It's more of a karmic deck, right? A karmic deck. And we're reading just on, I really think that Spirit wants this to come out because they need you to have validation for some reason. Maybe there's a sense of hopelessness, or there's despair because you are not seeing things that you thought you would see by now. And it's not that you haven't healed. It's all in divine time. It's all in divine order. And God does test patience. All right, he does. But a lot of the times it has nothing to do with you. And I think that might be the lesson here. All involved, right? In any type of situation, any type of toxic, obsessive, low vibrational situation, nothing can move forward until all have seen the light or learned the lesson. But I mean see the light, see their role in it, okay? See the truth of their role in it, not what their concept of it is, not what your concept of it is, but the Most High's, right? So until that happens, very sudden exposure just came out. Until that happens, the ball doesn't get rolling. But in my reading this morning, the ball is rolling, okay? We have long done sat this devil down. Now, it doesn't, just because you sit him down once, doesn't mean he's going to stay down. But there's a lot of public statement energy, like public statements being prepared energy. A lot of you need to take a fucking seat energy, pardon my French, because newsflash, okay? You can't play victim when you were the cause of said chaos. There's so much abuse of power in the energy, abuse of position, abuse of status, which is causing a loss of status, a loss of position, a loss of status in life because of envy and jealousy. Collective, you are so shrouded in divine grace, in spiritual wisdom, you are literally, like I said this in a video not too long ago, like you are medicinal. The world needs your light, all right? The world needs to hear you. They need your voice, they need your light, because it's medicine. It heals. And by that I mean it helps others heal. It makes people who have minimal amounts of hope, maybe they're on their last ounce of tenacity, their last ounce of fortitude, their last ounce of compassion for themselves. You're what gets them over that hump. The world needs that, right? So trust that you are not doing anything wrong. I really feel like that's just significant. These are karmic lessons, okay? You have been sitting in an unfazed energy for a while, kind of sitting and waiting, kind of the hangman energy, which is fine. That's like God's escape room, okay? But you's about to be pushed out because it's going to become a holding cell, for lack of a better term, okay? But you don't need to worry, God said, because you have night vision. I just heard night vision. Like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck, right? So let's just see. I'm getting Marilyn effect, which we know we're magnetic as fuck. I'm getting somebody is super sick, very, very sick. That's been in the energy a lot. There's also an energy of like hiding a passing or not knowing that somebody passed and finding out that they passed. And there's love too. Oh my God. We are like the worst telenova on TV right now. I don't know, but whatever you're doing, collective, the ground floor of whatever you're building is pretty goddamn solid. It's like a solid oak floor, okay? Or whatever. What is the art? Beaverwood or gopherwood? Okay? You have nothing to worry about. God's just like, hang in there. I know. Your spirit team is saying the same thing, but you have to understand they know you're waiting for things. They know that there's a crunch. They know there's a time crunch for people on certain things. A lot of you guys are waiting for that last piece, and that's probably some sort of opportunity for financial improvement. Either to help you, move, get a car, cover some bills, just take a little bit of that weight, right? You've got to detach from it, or else it'll be not coming. Unlikely, right? Like, or unlikely to happen when you need it. But I'm telling you that God does not leave his chosens out to hang. They're not gonna, like, he's not gonna leave you guys high and dry, because he didn't get you here just to get you here. So remember that. All right? Okay, well, fine. They want me to do something. Yeah. So before we start, apparently it must be a good reading. If there's somebody in this collective, or if you're watching this video right now, this is not truly like this is not going to be a normal reading, okay? If you are feeling unstable at this moment, or in you know, like a little sad place, maybe click off and come back to it later, unless you can detach and just watch this for solid, pure entertainment, as in watching it as like you would watch a soap opera. Okay? All right, 100. So this is like a what is this? 101 Bible promises for your every need. So these are inspiring promises from God's word to bless and encourage you. So I guess we're doing this before we get started. Did I not just say he will not leave you high and dry? I did, correct? And you saw me shuffle. At the back of this deck, it has Deuteronomy 31:6, okay? 3:1, that's a 4, stability. 6, balance. It says, the Lord your God will never leave you nor forsake you. I didn't see. All right. What is it you, okie dokes. That was quick. Getting the Book of Enoch as well. I'm getting people don't believe in you. Or like there are people out there that still don't believe that, or it's hard for them to believe. They're struggling to believe. It's like, it's coming out like your spirit team's like, oh, you don't believe? Watch this kind of an energy. I know the Lord is always with me. I will not be shaken, for he is right with me, or he is right beside me. I trust in your unfailing love. My heart rejoices in your salvation. You will keep him in perfect peace, whose mind is stayed on you because he trusts in you. Jesus, I trust in you. Lord, I trust in you. That's why his peace was given to you, because you have trusted in him. Continue trusting. Because from the fullness of his grace, we will receive one blessing after another. From his fullness in grace, we have all received one blessing after another. So make sure you are, continuing to be grateful and thankful for every little like magical moment of your day. Be strong and take heart, all ye who hope in the Lord. He tends his flock like a shepherd. He gathers the lambs in his arms and carries them close to his heart. You're in the escape room, remember? You're safe. And God has made everything beautiful in its time. And then the last card, this is the confidence we have in approaching God, that if we ask anything according to his will, he hears us. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. Collective, would you take a step back and you meditate on where you were a year from now, even 3 months from now, 3 months ago, to where you are now? God's grace, right? You have faith. Some of you might be doubting your faith a little bit right now. I'd be lying if I said I don't. We all do. We're human. But when that doubt creeps in, that's the devil. Because that's how he sneaks in. So shut him down. I trust in you, Jesus. I have faith in you, God. Thy will is my will. Okay? They know you're not perfect. No one's fucking perfect. Are you kidding me? Anybody who thinks they're perfect got another thing fucking coming. All right? You're gonna be okay. Whatever you need is going to come in, collective. I just feel like people around you might be, you know, you have to remember, okay, you're unique. You are a star, period. You're a star. Now, other people around you, that will fucking irritate them. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because they're going to see your favor. Why? Because they're unhappy. So therefore, all they're going to try to do is bring other people onto their level by silly little bullshit crap, right? Yeah. The 9 of Wands and then the World, okay? It is over. You are tougher than nails, collective, but you gotta hang in there just a little bit longer. You don't, I feel like you think it's not over. It's like you're sort of here. You're like, when is it ever gonna end? It seems like it just keeps going. No, it's over. So let's, the High Priest. Continue to turn inward, continue to pray. You don't need outside validation, you don't. But Spirit, I do feel like this collective is just exhausted, right? You've earned the right to rest. And resting is rejuvenation, and rejuvenation leads to restoration, and that's the key right now. That's why you don't need to worry your pretty little mind with these things. So after we do this reading, let's just put this to rest and pray for them, okay? That's what I say. We just put them to rest. Yeah, see, there's the 10 of freaking cups. You really are, you may not feel like it, and your life is maybe not entirely representing this 10 of cups energy, but that's where you're vibrating. There it is, or the 10 of pentacles and the 4 of cups. Or sorry, 10 of cups, the 4 of cups. Somebody is really, really regretting some of the cups they drank out of, okay? Somebody is wishing they would have listened. It's giving temptation. They were easily swayed, easily persuaded, easily tempted because they were promised future gains. That's what I think. And the future gains are going to put them in a cell block of some sort, whether it is their own, meaning 8 of Swords energy, 8 of Swords, 9 of Swords energy, trapped because of their own thoughts, their own anxiety, their own fear, their own despair, because they did that to themselves. And they have to sit and watch you like be crowned Miss Congeniality, the star, you know, or they are in spiritual court, and or they didn't fare too well in spiritual court and they're in spiritual jail, spiritual prison. Hard time there. That's miserable. Which, if that's the case, that could very easily translate and trickle down into actual clank. Time in the clanker, right? And not just like jail, like a sentence. I mean, I guess I'm saying, like, if they violated spiritual law the way that I've been feeling it and getting the 5 of Swords. Yes. So this is spiritual jail. This is also most likely real world jail. And you, collective, coming into your power, you becoming the sun, you becoming the ray of light, the star that you are, creating that massive tower for them. Now you just got to ride out the cleanup, knowing that you're safe. You're in God's escape room, in the escape room. Escape. What is that? Finding Nemo. Escape. The 6 of what is it? Feathers. 6 of Swords and Justice. I'm looking at with Death. So the 6 of Swords, healing, transition, moving on to calmer waters. Okay. Justice, righting of wrong, balancing, evening out the scales, and death and rebirth. I was picking up a lot over the last few days on Judas Iscariot. You betray me with a kiss. You betray me with a kiss for 30 pieces of silver. So the number 30 might be significant. Finding out that those that were the closest to you were in on it. That's like a collusion, coercion, bribery. There's been coaching. Like coaching, like C-O-A-C-H, but then also coax, C-O-A-X, coaxing. Because they, again, they never imagined you'd still be there. So let's see. Temperance. Told you, temperance. It's here. Like, you just need to rest. It's all here. That's so many. But the 10 of Wands, I saw the 10 of Wands. Yes, we know. It has been long and it has been arduous, but trust. Like at nighttime, I'm getting at night. This is when you guys are struggling the most. But it's because that's when the projections are the heaviest. Because they're, yeah. 2 of Cups. Something is coming in, all right? It always gets the hardest right before the breakthrough, right? 2 of Cups and Temperance. So you have some sort of contract coming in. A contract has ended. Karmic contracts. Those, you know, there will be no more trauma bonding. There will be no contracts through that. That's all fucking done. You're not there anymore. You don't live in that timeline, all right? So what is coming into you right now, what is coming into you is well-deserved. The World. Okay. It's giving this could be shocking to you. Like there might be another tower, but not a bad one. I just saw the 4 of Swords. Like you are going to be at peace. Everything's being laid to rest, but it's going to be done finitely, where never to return. Yeah, the 3 of Swords and Justice. There's temperance coming in because you deserve people who respect you and don't try to literally plague your life with pain, grief, sorrow, and loss. This 3 of Swords, this, like, it says here, betrayal of a son. It's Judas Iscariot. That's the story. 30 pieces of silver. So somebody very close to you. You're not with this person anymore, but you're going to find out about something. But you, I think, you already have a feeling about this. I'm not telling you anything you don't know. You may not know how deep this runs. The 2 of Pentacles. The 7 of Wands. And Death. Yeah. Let's be honest, your glow up here, you don't look like you're human. I don't know who you are, but there's something about you that is out of this world. Like you have an otherworldly appearance. I don't know what it is. Like maybe your hair is amazing. Maybe you have beautiful hands or beautiful feet or just are striking, right? Like maybe you have interesting facial features. Like there's something about you that draws people in and it just keeps getting better. It's playing into this, they don't want you to be seen because it's really fucking up their alibis or fucking up the narrative they're trying to craft right now. But it doesn't matter. Even in the midst of like people literally trying to like, you were still beautiful and you still made it through everything beautifully with divine grace. It's giving who the fuck are you? At 24:44 on my timer, the Queen of Wands. Yeah. And then we have the 4 of Pentacles with the High Priest here. You're going to be just fine. So the 5 of Pentacles, So you go from, you let go of everything, right? You trusted in the Lord. You trusted. All right, you took a hit. You took a loss. We're not going to lie. But look what it brought you, the wheel. All right? And then the Page of Wands is right behind that. So like I said, there's something's exploding. Something is blowing up. And that's why I was called to bring this deck out. So, and there's the Nine of Cups. That plays into, what did I say this morning in my reading? It's like a sad news, good news kind of day. Yeah. Nine of Cups. Alrighty. I want to just see, what are we playing with here? You've got someone coming in. My face feels flushed. Okay, I'm looking at liberation right now. Not that you can't liberate your own, but alchemy, transformation, and liberation. I mean, those are good words. Mental fortitude, we know that. Four of Swords, they can't mess with you. Okay, and longevity. I told you, it was a test of endurance. They have been trying for so long to take you down, and they can't. You should be studied. Intellectual talent, and then divine forgiveness. Yeah, how are you not mean? How are you not cold-hearted? How are you not shut off to the world right now? They don't know. Most people don't know, and I think that's the miracle too. All right. What's at play? Ooh, grandeur. Number 49 might be significant. What is that, a 13? Okay, that's the Death card. Intellectual talent, restoration of life, fertility, and multiplicity. So you're grand. You're grand as fuck. And you are like humble. Like you don't walk around the world like that. You don't. Neither is this person. Okay, this person that's coming in is grand too. And very smart. Intellectual talent, you're both on each other's level. That's a 31, that's a 4, okay? A 31 and a 4, you're angels. That's what that is. You guys are fucking angels. And this is protected by the angels because restoration of life here, that's number 64, that's a 10. You guys have shared other lifetimes before. But this, number 30, did I not say 30? The number 30 might be significant. Jesus, thank you, Spirit. Fertility and multiplicity. Yeah, justice is here. You're being liberated. You have gone back and you have healed yourself. You have shut doors. You have thanked your inner child, each version of you, and you have given them the hug they needed, and you've moved on. You've climbed up this ladder. It's like every time you took a step up, what we're going to get into just fell down another notch. This is beautiful. Okay. All right. This is a good, I'm going to tell you right now, if you don't want to stick around and hear anything like negative, because you are afraid of your mental state, I totally get it. This would be a good time for you to like say bye. But if you want to hang around for the story, which is how I am, because I can detach, then hang out. Let's see. All right, just make sure my space is flipping clean here. I love this deck. Oh, I could use this too. I know, I always forget about this. I'll keep this up here in case I want to. Alrighty. It's getting, I'm fucking hot. It's warm. It's warm, it's warm. Okay, here we go. Are you ready? Are you ready? What did I say the other day? Are you ready to rumble? Let's go. Hi, Dexter. Yes, I know. My dogs are all like sitting around here going, Mom, what are you doing? What are you doing, Mom? All right, let's see. What am I picking up on here? Yeah. This is a new, I've made a couple just like new decks, and this is one that's in process actually. I was supposed to have more cards come yesterday, but they left the shipping facility a little late, so Amazon had to push back the delivery. So maybe that's the sign, like a delay, but not a very long delay. I think that has something to do, like that's out of my control, right? And that, if you would take that onto a bigger level, that's a protection thing for you as well. They want to make sure you're, meaning they, unseen forces, they want you to be completely away from something, which means to me, it's going to be really big. It's 444, my clock. You are protected from whatever we are reading. So yeah, that must be why they want me to do this. Your family might be involved on this. But again, you're not going to be surprised on that. That goes to Judas Iscariot, I do believe. Ladybugs are significant. They're considered the bug of our mother. Prosperity, abundance. I saw several today. Spiderwebs, you might be seeing spiderwebs like in sunlight. Alright. Collusion. All parties are facing severe karma at this time. Somebody might have liens on a property. There's property liens in the energy. The letter P might be significant. The letter L. Numbers, what do we got here? 50. We got 5, 3s, 1s, and 7s. So you've got, like, so 10 might be significant. 6 might be significant. Surprise, sudden, very sudden exposure. Suffocating. Something is suffocating. Somebody might be having respiratory issues, or they were trying to burden you, or weigh you down so much that you couldn't get out from underneath something, or like so you would leave. What else here? Cult mentality. So this is a group of people. Well, we had collusion. That's no surprise. Cult mentality. So this is could be a cult, coven, could be just a group of people that came together, you know, enemies kind of, that come together to go after somebody because, you know, that's mature. Cult mentality. So this is obedience mistaken for devotion. Could be extortion too. Manipulation of faith. So this is false prophet. So this is somebody this is an actor, this was an actress. They sent somebody in to pretend that they were spiritual, and they pretended to understand you, but they were really doing it to get information on you. They wanted you to share shit. They wanted to find things out. So there you go. Cult manipulation. So you could have a dark cult out here pretending to be light workers. Not anymore. They're the ones that probably feel like they can't breathe anymore. So yeah, you have a bunch of false prophets out here. Look at that, substance abuse. So they're not doing well. Remember in the reading this morning, there was just so much energy of like cups energy, this cup, the cups. Someone, 5150, I'm telling you, somebody is dangerous. they're just dangerous. The fact that they're breathing is dangerous, and it's being caught. At the bottom of the deck, I have role reversal. So I do feel like that's a little bit of flipping the script. Extortion. Extortion, I just said that. That landed on top of manipulation of false or faith, these false prophets. So the minute they weaponized fear against you, huge fucking mistake. This is a repeat offender. This is somebody that has done this before. Could be substance abuse. They could have been caught for, okay, well, these landed over there again too. Hacking your data. So they stole your information, hacking your data, stealing your info. So they breached privacy. So again, this was somebody that was sent in that you believed and let in. But no worries. Like I said, you are in divine rhythm, okay? You're not late, you're not lost, you didn't leave anything behind, you didn't miss out on anything. Oh, look at that. We have digital fraud, hacking, and online stalking at the bottom of the deck. Because they wanted to keep you small, collective. What's this cult mentality with collusion? Everything is going underneath property liens. Property liens, the false prophets, extortion, and hacking your data. Collect. Oh man. The substance abuse is under surprise. So maybe this substance abuse led somebody to literally just expose themselves. What's this cult mentality here under collusion? Fake profiles and impersonation, identity fraud. Shocking. Are we... So we got repeat offenders out here. They might have repeated several crimes. Whatever it is, they're flooded with it right now. There's flooding. They're not handling things well. They're really not. Drug-related offenses pending. Drug-related offenses are pending. And underneath extortion and manipulation and hacking your data, your name is on a foreign bank account. What is wrong with these people? I'm hearing like you're gonna find out about this. Holy shit. Public statements being prepared landed on top of hacking your data. I was going to say, I'm hearing incidentally, like you're gonna find out about this. You might get a visit from somebody official telling you all of this has happened, right? Poker face, just be poker face. And then I think they're gonna say like, and incidentally, we also found this, and surprise, surprise. Maybe you're rich, collective. Maybe you have property, or maybe there's money that will take care of anything you owe. You never know. I mean, expect the unexpected, right? So much spiritual warfare. These people really are terrible. Yeah. Your name is on a foreign bank account with extortion, public statements being prepared. There's a cover story here. This is going to be on the news, okay? Public statements, obviously. But the cover story, that's what they're doing right now. They're trying to find a way to excuse their behavior, because they don't want to accept it or take accountability for it, because they still don't believe they did anything wrong, is how I'm getting this, right? So it's like they're going to use a fancy excuse. It's giving spin it. Whatever it is, collective, you're going to have a really nice new beginning. Okay, they wanted to keep you small, landed. That came out again. That we saw that. I just didn't pull it out, so that's significant. False reports. Are we surprised? Drug-related memory loss. collective, if this has happened to you, I am so sorry. Please know they're caught. Tell me more about this. No one moves until lessons are learned. Divine pause. That's what I was talking about. Fraud. Yeah, so there's fraud in the energy. Life or personal gain. Everything is being returned to you and they're all being exposed. Under cult mentality and collusion. And there's divine favoritism here. There's inheritance and favoritism. So yeah, they're fucking jealous of you. You have an inheritance, whether in the real world or spiritual, it doesn't matter. Whoever it is, whoever's doing this, right? It's like you're getting your palms, you're getting your flowers, right? They're jealous because of your protection and your favor. Oh well, you know, you are who you are. Imagine what would have happened if they, you know, chose to heal. This is coming to an end. I literally hear, like, you are going to be finding this out. Like, somebody's going to be like, hi, I'm so-and-so with this organization. Or, hi, I'd like to come talk to you about something. It says deceptive situations coming to an end quickly. This is the Tower. You have some real... Did I just say that somebody wants to come talk to you? You have some really good news coming your way, collective. Moral hypocrisy. Well, why wouldn't there be? I'm going to leave that right there. Moral hypocrisy. Preaching pure light while doing dark shit. Maybe that's what you're going to find out. Dark magic. Maybe there's actually proof, you know. It's not a no face, no case situation. Maybe they found an altar. Hidden abuse I just saw. Public statement being prepared. Flood and flooding landed on top of this. I think you're going to be flooded with information. Oh, there's just a lot of emotion here. There's a lot of emotion here. But it's good. You're ready. Again, you know, the King of Cups came out. You're balanced. You're ready to go in. You can handle, like this came out in another reading, sorry. But the King of Cups, you guys are so balanced mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Like you're grounded and you're firm enough in your faith in God and where you're going to not be swayed either way. You see the facts for what the facts are and you understand it. Now, other people do not. I think that this is a domino effect here. Energy harvesting. I just saw failure to launch. They're embarrassed. All right. Okay. There's hidden abuse, false reports, and the divine pause. Yeah, I think the divine pause is about ready to be over with. Another test of patience, envy and jealousy. And peace is what shifted your timelines. You were calm in the midst of chaos. So, hello, I'd like to tell you something. I have some information for you. When would be a good time? Ooh, look. It says your wildest dreams. In your wild, like this is something, imagine, like this is good. So yes, this is going to be really good news for you. You, best case scenario, them worst. Moral hypocrisy again. Look at you rising above. Wow. All right, yeah, just protect your peace, collective here. Protect your peace. Let's just do a little bit from here. All right, let's see. There's a lot of cards in here, so let's, oh, I don't know. Where do we want to grab from? Okay. Well, at the bottom of it, it says swift action. It's hard for you to read that, I know. Swift action, this situation is protected. And then it says hex by proxy. They paid money to another person to cast shit on you. They are desperately begging somebody to help out, to get you out. Jesus is your bestie. Their fear is being projected onto you. That's why God's giving you night vision. Somebody's already been caught, trapped. They're already heading to jail. Maybe that's what they're trying to hide from you. Maybe that's what somebody's coming to tell you. Because they caught on too late. All right. Legal discovery. A testimony is significant here. Testimony or evidence. All right, let's see. Tell me what this collusion and cult mentality here with fraud. God's pulling the weeds. He's doing some gardening. Pruning. That's giving the energy of somebody was overlooking, or somebody went back to look at something and they found something that they hadn't noticed before. Abandoned vehicle. It could be maybe they abandoned their soul. Oh, well, what's this? You are going to be huge, like a star, famous. That landed on floods and flooding and public statements. Oh boy. That's exciting. Get ready. Reputation destruction. Yeah, they murdered your name. All right. They were nice to your face, but in the back they were murdering your name. So character assassination, but your name is being resurrected. The truth is out. Cult mentality, collusion. So yeah, this was a coordinated attack, right? I feel like maybe they're gonna try to contact you because you're the only person that could help them right now, and that's just hilarious. Talk about irony. They hate how people love you. They hate your light. Yeah, they made false reports. So wait, didn't we have false reports? I saw that somewhere else. I'm gonna put this with fraud. Yeah. And they know karma's here. It's lurking in the shadows. They know this. They used or are using occult secrets inappropriately. Again, bad idea. What else do we got? Yeah, there's a puppet master that's going down. So this is the person that was pulling the strings, but you would never know. Let's give an emperor in reverse. Yeah, they're parasites. They're freaking energy vampires. They're parasites. Full of them. They just couldn't get into you. Out of the country. So maybe somebody's trying to run to get out of the country to avoid something. It's not going to work. Maybe this is even bigger than just in the United States. That's where I'm at, depending on where you're watching this. Maybe somebody is, well, foreign bank accounts. Thank you. Foreign bank accounts. So maybe somebody from out of the country is going to talk to you. But yeah, what did I say? You are medicine for the world. You bring happiness and you will change the world. So you are going to be a big deal. Okay, during rush hour. I don't know what that means. We're going to just let that be. We're just going to let that be. Something about being folded on the bed, neatly on the bed, like a blanket or... It's going to be just folded and wrapped up nice, like a nice little present on the bed for you. Somebody really underestimated you in the fact that you have this concept. It's a divine concept, divine wisdom of right and wrong, good and evil. And when you allowed yourself to remember that, that was the beginning. Because that's how you emotionally detached. Yeah, crabs in a bucket. Falsifying documents. What the fuck did these people do? I just heard HIPAA violation. Somebody's gonna need a plot in a cemetery. Well, if you're still here, I hope you're enjoying this. Okay, so here we have roofies, memory loss, droogs. Again, I'm so sorry if that's part of your story. And here's intentional blockages. Somebody lost their job. They're not losing, they lost it. Yeah. So you're the phoenix, right? You rise and they have to answer for the flame. Making sense? So it's like the phoenix court. It's spiritual court, but phoenix court. So it's part of it. So you you rise, right? Somebody has to be held responsible for putting you in the flames. That's what's happening. Public statements here, that's where lost their job is. You're going to be huge. You're getting signs through music. You might be hearing this, or you might be seeing this in other readings or picking it up other places. Something was missed. Something big was missed. That's why maybe the public announcement is going to include some of the repercussions of actions. Guitars might be significant. I'm hearing like digital proof, combining technologies here. I don't really care what that means because we have designer shoes, bags, clothes, wardrobe. You're going to be huge. You're going to be famous. Maybe you'll end up working with a designer. Somebody has caught a case of GENITALWARTS. That's gross. Saturday might be significant. We have escapism. Well, we had substance abuse, so there you go. It's very masculine. It's just very forceful, very powerful, very domineering. That's what I feel like. I feel like I'm being like this. Even as I'm pulling these cards, there's a part of me that's wanting to do this. So I feel like it's pressure, it's domination. It's a power struggle, okay? You have the faith of a mustard seed, and you're in divine rhythm. You are God's example. He's making an example with you. This is a completely man-made disaster. Someone is still a fucking child in an adult's body. Yep. This was planned, premeditated. It says here they study the family and the victim. I'm not kidding you. This is giving coaching on what triggers you. This is giving coaching on your fears, coaching on your weaknesses, manipulation of faith, cult mentality, collusion. Collective, you're getting your flowers. Somebody might be missing. There might be a husband that's gone missing, or maybe you miss your husband because you don't know who the fuck you were married to. It's not the person you said I do to. Stealing is in the energy. We had fraud. They're just literally full of hate. Whoever these people are. Crystals might be significant. Angel numbers. Like I said, communicating through music, you might be getting signs. 444, you're extremely protected, but your synchronicities, pay attention. They are everywhere. Pay attention. They're clues. They're clues. Hockey might be significant, and a houseboat. Somebody was never running errands when they said they were, but you're a star. The student has become the teacher. You're gaining your freedom because you don't give a fucking damn. You are both the lamb and the lion. You're the lamb and the shepherd. Rainbow. Something is unacceptable. State senator cited for inappropriately touching woman. Telling ya. Okay, somebody has a gambling addiction. Violence turns them on. Okay? You got away from this person, hopefully. But they're a danger. There's major financial crimes. There's losing job twice. So losing job. There's profiling, stalking, and researching. Somebody has a really gross, nasty skin rash. There's whiplash in the energy. The skin rash could be the result of an STI. And your glow up, your appearance has changed. Nose rings might be significant. Belly button rings, like dermal piercings. That might have some, you might be doing that kind of stuff. Just expressing yourself. Good for you. I say do it. I say do it. Okay. March, the month of March might be significant. Children ages 10 to 20. Oh my God, look at this. We have a dark witch. Can you imagine? Your time is now. Your time is now. I know it's hard to see these guys, but I'm not making it up. They can't cast out these demons anymore because whatever they summoned and sent towards you, collective, your psychic protection, your divine protection detail. Oh, they wish. Yeah. We have Luciferian. We have a Luciferian here. Yay. Guess what? Not only did this person literally recurse their ancestral bloodline, they recursed the whole cult. So they got Luciferians after them now too. They're literally driven to madness. So you've got somebody that probably did all manners of sin. You've got satanic ritual abuse, collusion, bribery, coercion, incubi, succubi energy. They're literally riddled with demons, okay? Fucking running loose on the streets. Hopefully not. I hope this person's behind bars, or at least in a padded cell, because this person could start World War III. In fact, that's probably what their brain feels like. It's like a cross of Final Destination, Jurassic Park, and Jumanji. Holy fuck. Witch for hire. Spell work for a price. Guess what? Karma collects with interest, bitch. These missed hit. You're full of dignity and grace, which is probably why this HIT didn't go through. And there's a reversal spell. You don't have to send, you don't send revenge. You don't have to do shit. We've talked about this all the time. You don't even have to freaking do white magic. You cry one tear and it gets sent back. Do you know how it gets sent back? Because spirit rewinds it. And they're probably sitting over here going, oh, they're cursing me. They're doing this to me. No, they ain't fucking doing shit to you. There's a karmic, okay, this is karmic mother, stepmother energy. There's false powers of attorney. And you jumped a timeline or two. Yeah. Your mood can control the weather because you're so balanced with the elements. You're such an elemental. Let's see, relax. Aww. It says relax. It's all going to be okay. Relax. So now at this point, just sit back and listen to what comes out. Okay. What is this? Summer fun? Maybe next summer. We have tennis here. Oh, maybe it's like a tennis match. Back and forth. Back. The judgment, the flame of judgment. What was hidden burns. Okay? Nothing escapes that fire. So the flames of judgment are here. You, whatever you walked away from, you walked away just in time to not get pulled into the full war. That's what they want you to know. And you raised the bar. So like you set the standard. And here's my FAFO card. FAFO. You raised the standard, man. The game's over. It went wrong. Wrestling might be significant. They might be wrestling for sanity. Oh, I just saw wrestling for a GUN. Like they're wrestling in a fight, maybe. Bloodline purge. Okay. So you were where the poison stopped. It's like the line stops with you. The buck stops here. The poison stops here. Your lineage is cleansed. And the blocks are being 100% reversed. You've reclaimed your crown. You rose, therefore, you get your crown back. It's the Nine of Pentacles energy. You don't even need anybody to put that crown on your head. You did it yourself and you put it on straight. Boomerang. Boomerang. Drugs, alcohol, substances, all three at once. Yeah. They're coping well. Divine timing. Divine timing is at play. Something, okay, why is that here? Okay, so this card says this evening. What is this evening? Jumping a timeline, false power of attorney, and roller coaster ride. Collective. If you need a third, if you need a third person in a relationship, collective, you're not healed. It doesn't matter what they tell you. This person is not healed, but you are, because you radiate at a high level vibration. Like you have a frequency that this person can't tolerate. Ooh, letter. U.S. mail. You can't help them. You can't put them back together. The masked judge. So this goes to a manipulation of faith, fake prophet. Okay, so they will condemn you in front of everybody, right? They'll condemn you. They'll say you're doing all this bullshit, right? But guess what they're doing? This negative Nancy. Negative Nancy's getting a tower. All right, anything else here with drug-related offenses, substance abuse? I want to get out of this energy. I don't like this energy. Somebody might be having ankle or foot issues because they're not going to be allowed to run. Sleeping around here. You're a porn star. Did you know that? Surprise. Okay, something to do with realty. That could be fraud, like your name, like fraudulent activities. Whatever they've done, whether it is revenge, PORN, and whatever else, there's a massive karmic kickback happening, and there will be no deals, no plea deals. Yeah, we got a corrupt judge here. Guilty. There's guilty by association, collusion. Fake passports. You guys, if you're looking for work, it says work is coming in now. So, like I said, blockages have been reversed. Foster care. Somebody's a closeted alcoholic. Ooh, there's Illuminati, because why wouldn't there be? You have, there's a spirit baby in the energy. I'm so sorry. But they're taking care of you. They're in this divine protection detail. You might be reading more. You might be doing some more research. There's a karmic wife, but don't worry. Big Mike is going to war for you. And I think I'm going to end it with negative Nancy is a dirtbag. And she's getting a tower. He's getting a tower because they're two-faced, right? They're two-faced as fuck. I don't like that. I don't like this energy, collective. Let's see. What are we at? 103. Okay, let's try this deck. This deck I like to do when I'm not on camera. I just heard neuroses. Somebody's fucking losing their mind. And now I'm staring at a card that says you have the Marilyn effect. So I think you ride that wave. You ride the wave of knowing that people stare at you because you're as beautiful as Marilyn Monroe. That is the energy and the glow that you have, collective. If you don't know who she is, why are you here? I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Now, if I said Norma Jean Baker, some of you would be like, I don't know who that is. But whatever image pops into your head when you think of Marilyn Monroe, that's how gorgeous you are. Yeah, you went back to the basics, okay? So there might be some sort of, an older man, some sort of interaction with an older man. That could be this person saying hello. Incidentally, let's get some happier messages. Let's say you have some really good news coming here. September just landed here. Okay, so in September, landed on top of your appearance is changing, this glow up, communicating through music. So that's exciting. Maybe you noticed a change in your energy as well, like an increasing. See, they land on the damn floor. I'm not even getting that. August here. Somebody lost their protection in August. That's the dog in the reverse. So protection from a powerful friend in August. So maybe there is a whistleblower. God bless this soul. So this says in August, dog, but it came out in reverse. Somebody might have seen the truth and realized, holy shit, they're going down in flames. I got to get out of this. It's still by guilty by association, but they might be giving information, okay? Yeah, you are protected from negative forces beyond your control. Cobwebs. I talked about that at the beginning. You might be spider webs. Spirit's amazing. I don't even know what to fucking title this. Harp. You have really good news coming in. Great happiness. You will be receiving a gift. And then we have love. Anything else? It's like it's time for you to thaw out. Yeah, whatever this tiger did, tiger in the reverse, so doing something risky, taking a chance, it's not going to pan out. You have a change for the better coming with the butterfly, and then we have the sun underneath it. The sun, shining, happiness, well-being. It's like you are a whole new you, and I love this. Danger in money matters, in the reverse. You're out of the woods. So that was something that was in March, maybe that, yeah. So you're coming out of this, okay? But somebody is really in trouble because the birth or conception of something new, a child, an enterprise, that came out in the reverse. Whatever somebody did in the month of March is really coming back on them. Yeah, they don't have any love from the spiritual side right now. That just landed on, so Lily landed in the reverse on top of FAFO. Yeah, with this, the feather, somebody is undependable and insincere. Yeah, so they probably aren't in your life anymore for a very good fucking reason. Because now you get the beetle, which means good fortune. And something is coming true for a family. A family wish is coming true. And you're going to play a different role. We have like role reversal. I cannot make it up. Great passion. Somebody's going to be disappointed. Anything else? Okay. These cards are just so hard. Yep, a ladder. I talked about that too. You're climbing up the ladder. They're going down the ladder. So you're climbing towards success. Even if you were hanging on by a thread, the haystack, you reap what you sow. And then we have dealings or relationship with a man with blonde, gray, or white hair. So there's dealings with two mans. There's the dolphin. Oh, my little dolphins. Financial gain. This is coming from something you've done in the past. This is that spiritual bank, right? Like you are getting to the new paved pretty roads, and somebody is getting stuck where there's construction and lots of bumps, because we have the kite with vacation. Let's go fly a kite up to the highest height. Basket, recognition, reward for merit. There's another person that, okay, someone, yeah. December. Oh shit, that's coming up. Rainbow, that's two. We've had rainbows twice. The most difficult part of a situation is over. All right, kids, I'm gonna get out of this. I mean, those were happier cards. Your skills pay bills. And then we have motor vehicle accident or motor vehicular homicide. So somebody might be going to court for that. And you've earned your wings. You've earned the wins. Your time is now, collective. So on that note, I love y'all so much. If you're still here, let me know in the comments. Uh-oh, I shouldn't have done that. Someone's leaving your situation. There's the casket. Someone's going out of your life. It's the end of a situation. There's somebody who is incubi, succubi, rabbit, too concerned with sexual surface level issues. They took too many risks. There's the arrow with the goldfish and the bird. There's, oh my God. Okay, no, I'm really glad I did this. You didn't back down from a situation, collective, okay? You showed strength that they did not think you had. You are getting something. There's news, a package, a letter coming in. It's going to increase your material wealth because your spiritual wealth and the spiritual growth you've had, the wheel's turning in your favor, you're on the right track. People are literally frozen in fear. I'm like dead from just this reading. Like, I'm shocked how this turned around. There's no more wedges. People are not going to get in between you and what's kind of good for you. You have somebody coming into your life. Yes. You're going to be receiving a beautiful gift with diamond and the 4-leaf clover underneath it, and somebody has a broken wishbone because they're not getting what they wanted. Why? Because they are independent or undependable. They are insincere. They're liars. All they do is block shit and don't want to see you succeed. You are getting success, collective. The time is now. This is your time. Fuck. Yeah, just let that sit and marinate for a while. Happy fucking Monday night, collective. Yeah, look, see? Somebody who's getting busted. Same shit, different day. You're like, I read that book a long ass time ago. I took all chapter tests and the final, passed it, and I'm done. Don't come back. Don't come back now, you hear? All right, collective. We're going to say bye. Have a good Monday night. I love you all.